Hey, what's up guys? Finally is it here, the phone that many been waiting for, the Samsung Note 8. A phone that many love, but also a phone that many have jokes about since the last year's problem. But this is Samsung's best smartphone, packed with a bunch of things like the S Pen. So let's find out more about it. As always has Samsung made a phone with some awesome design, with its rounded edges and the infinity display that melts over the side, so everything flows together. So I must say that Samsung have made a really cool design for their phones this year. But nice design not always mean good user experience. If we take a look at the fingerprint reader, that is a chapter for itself. This is a placement that most don't like, as it's more of a static placement than a functional placement. Up in the corner is it hard to reach, which make it difficult to log in sometimes. You have to try a couple of times before you can log in. So for me, who is left-handed, is this not the best placement? But you also have the iris scanner and the face recognition to your disposal if you like that. Even if I prefer the fingerprint reader, as you don't have to aim the phone to your face then. But let's talk about something that Samsung has one of the best of, the screen. Here do we have a 6.3-inch Super AMOLED display with good colors and brightness that works really good even outdoors. It's so good that even iPhone use their screens today. But this is probably more to do with that Samsung is the only producer that can produce that amount of screens today. The screen is tall, and this is perfect in that way that you now can show a lot of information on the screen without scrolling. But when you look at videos at YouTube, so do you get black bars, as the aspect ratio is wider. But here can you crop the video so you can fill out the whole screen if you like. The Edge panel have you seen before, and here have you your shortcuts to software and tasks and a lot more. The new thing here is something for you who like split screen. Now can you pair software that you use often. Then with one press do you open your favorite software in split screen. And this is an awesome feature that speeds up your workflow. You jump into your car and with one press do you have Maps and Spotify going. The S Pen is one of the main features why you buy this phone, if not the main feature. It gives you the way to be more precise and give you the possibility to write on the screen. And here's a new feature. With the screen off, can you now write a memo directly on the screen. You can write up to 100 memo pages. You also get live message now, where you can write and draw something and then it's animated. So you can send an animated message to your friends. We're not only writing down things to remember things, we also use the camera to save our memories. Samsung is known for making some awesome cameras, and here is not an exception. On the front we have an 8 megapixel camera for our selfies. And on the back we have two 12 megapixel cameras, one wide angle lens and one telephoto lens, and both have optical image stabilization. And this makes you take better and more stable pictures and video. You also have something they call live focus, where you can adjust the focus steps, or let's say how much blur the background should have behind your object. You can even change the blur after the photo is taken if you like. Overall is the picture clear, even in low light, so do you get good pictures. When you're recording videos, you can jump between the telephoto lens and the wide angle lens while you're recording. So you can have a good framing of your object that you focus on, even if it moves around. Even here at low lights, you get a good quality on your video. So the camera gets a thumbs up. What don't get the thumbs up is the mono speaker at the bottom. The sound is okay, but as the phone is water protected, IP68 rating, it's hard to do really good speakers. At the bottom we also have the USB-C port and the appreciated headphone jack. This year is Samsung taking it easy with the battery, and that is quite understandable. We get a 3300 mAh battery, and that is good enough for most users to handle a full days of average use. If we then take a look at the specifications, so do we have 6GB of RAM and 64GB of internal storage. Then we have an Exynos 8895 or a Snapdragon 835, depending on where you live. So the specification looks really good as expected. So your daily work will be no problem, even playing demanding games will work flawlessly. Then we have Bixby, Samsung's own smart assistant, that even has its own button, where you can voice control a lot of things. Even if I think it's not as good as Google Assistant yet, so it's a lot of function it can do. It even has its own page where you can get reminders and updates from different software that you have. And as I said before, so is the Note 8 a phone that can handle a big workload. It can even handle dual SIM cards for you who need two phone numbers. So this is a phone for you who really need a phone that can multitask in many ways. And I think that's it. So if you have any questions, type them below. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss my upcoming reviews about the Apple and LG products. But for now, over now.